fan of the Hauraki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jase, Mike and Keyzie on their Instagram at Hauraki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki. Thanks, mate.
You had a haircut, you stallion.
Yeah.
Another one.
He likes one every... Was it every fortnight?
Was one every fortnight, but I've got it 10 days.
10 days?
Yeah, I brought it forward. But
Wow.
I'm gonna push it back out. He took a bit much off, to be honest, today.
Oh, I don't mind. It looks good.
Thanks, mate.
It does.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
guys.
Looks sharp.
I didn't even
Thanks,
notice.
guys.
To
You
be
look
honest.
like...
Well, that's where I want it to be. You don't want to get to the stage I've decided, which is where I always get to, where somebody goes, God, you could do with a haircut. Or I think to myself, look at the state of me. I need a haircut.
What I've found, actually, is when I don't cut my hair, it really ages me.
Right. Sure.
And then when I have a haircut,
You look like you're 12.
so much younger. But I've just, funnily enough, and it's completely unrelated to the fact that you've had a haircut today, but today I was thinking about I'm going to go full grey hair.
Hell yeah.
Going to get it dyed.
Sure.
Grey hair.
Uh-huh.
Going to go on an embrace. Not that I have a lot of grey hairs, actually, to be honest
Well,
with
it
you.
seems like a strange thing to do. To me,
just for something different.
I'll tell you what this screams to me. This screams to me that you dye your hair. This is what this screams to me.
Sure.
That you dye your hair, that you've actually got grey hair, but you
Yeah.
can't be bothered dyeing it anymore. So you're going to dye your hair grey, and then your real hair is going to come out, and then you won't have to dye it anymore.
I've only ever...
That's what it feels like.
I've
That's
only
my
ever
vibe.
I've only ever once dyed my hair, and that was
Really?
that was
Why
the
would
old
you want grey hair?
peroxide. You know, I went to go blonde, and it came out nicotine yellow,
Nice.
and it was really sort of marine, sort of buzz cut styles.
Why would you want grey hair?
Because I think grey looks cool, and I want a different look. And actually, I have a friend of the family who is a hairdresser, and her specialty is dyeing hair.
Is it?
Yes, that's where she's primo.
That's where she's at her right.
And I've decided to, in another bold move in terms of image, I'm going to get a proper pair of glasses.
Oh, God.
So I'm going to have to go to the old optometrist and see just how
That's a
blind,
good idea.
how blind I actually am, because I am profoundly blind now.
Can you be profoundly blind or profoundly deaf?
Pardon?
You never very rarely hear it referred to, used as in terms of anything other than deafness, do you? The profound part.
True, that's true.
Profound. How profound?
But yeah, no, my eyesight is terrible, so I've got to get that sorted out.
I told you that I had my hair dyed. Do you remember when I had my hair dyed?
Yes, vaguely.
I had it done for every season of Wellington Paranormal. They didn't want him to look so old. They get the greys out of the bastard there. And one of the seasons, for some reason, they dyed it black.
Yes.
The person who did it had a shocker. And it was black. It was so black it was almost purple. Do you know what I mean? It was It was completely fucked how it looked. And I was like, this seems dark. You know, but you're never quite sure. You think, because you think you're dealing with a pro.
Sure.
And you are, and everyone can have a bad day.
Sure.
And this person had a bad day. And I went in after it had been dyed, and I went in to go, because it's also quite a buffon that Officer Minogue runs. It's quite a big head of hair.
Yeah.
And that was my mistake, because I always give them a big head of hair to work with. So I go in with longer hair whenever I get a job, and I say,
what do you want to do with it?
yeah, and they always go, oh, no, that's good. And so now I just get the haircut I want to have, because they will never cut it. That's what I've learned.
Yes.
They're like, oh, well, fuck it. No, that'll do. Well, let's look at with that. So they dyed it. I went in and saw Paul Yates, the producer on Wellington Paranormal, and they dyed it black and blow-dried it. And I went in there, and he sort of stopped in his tracks and looked at me, and he said, you look like old Superman.
Oh, yeah.
And that was pretty good. And then I had lunch with Jeanette McDonald.
Yes.
And she came in and she stopped. She's like, what's happened to your hair? And I said, oh, it's for a job I'm doing. They dyed it. And she goes, you look like an out-of-work lounge singer. This was in 24 hours.
So stank, man.
But what was good was the insults were fucking top level.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with comedians, right?
Yeah,
They'll cut you, but they'll make it funny.
Yeah, nice. Nice. You ever dyed your hair, Pugs?
Yeah, a few
You would have had
times.
some blonde streaks at some point.
Yeah, I
wouldn't
can
you?
see you with frosted tips, actually.
Yeah, your big frosted tip.
And a massive
Frosty
ponytail
tip,
probably at
frosty
some
tip.
point.
Ashamedly, about maybe 8 years ago,
Tell me emo.
I ran a man bun.
Oh, that's right. But that's not
Well,
dyed.
it's not really.
That's not dyed. There's nothing wrong with a man bun.
I dyed it blue once for like a charity thing at university where it was like, pick what color hair I dye it before I shave it all off.
Right.
For like a kids can thing.
Sure.
Or something
A
like
man bun.
that. Yeah, Jase.
You won't know this about me, Pugs, but I used to rock a hell of a ponytail.
I'm not surprised by that at all looking at you
Didn't
right
old
now.
mate used to rock one of those? Your character?
Oh, yeah, Steve.
From Guidance?
Yes, he did, but that was fake.
Yes.
Yes, of course, they just clipped that on me, but I had...
The one lasting memory I have from that show is a woman having mounted you in your office, and you're sitting on your office chair there.
Yeah,
Is that right? Would
Yeah,
that be
yeah.
accurate?
Yeah, well, they... I think they replayed that particular scene on the ACC.
Oh, did they?
Of course they did, because they were talking about all my sex scenes that I've done.
Nice.
And they found that one, and
Yeah.
I don't really remember it, to be honest.
No, it's a long time ago.
It's a long, long time ago. So
I'm going through and I'm doing the Wellington we're doing the paranormal podcast, and I'm going through and you're trying to remember what happened.
Yes.
You can't. And then my wife.
wife.
Didn't you do a voice memo? And it turned out I did. So every day I drove home from work, I recorded a diary of what happened in the day.
How good.
And it's mostly me farting and swearing at other drivers.
yeah, good.
What are you doing, you fucking... There's quite a lot of that in there.
Moving along, you dopey bastard.
And then I let one rip because I'm in the car by myself. It's not something I want the wider world to hear.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? That's the beauty of car travel. You just let it rip and then windows down. Good
Hotboxing
times.
yourself. And
You were saying off air, Pugs, that you're a shocker for that.
This is the outro, and yeah, that's fine. I
Yeah,
do that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I might start doing
Farting
a voice.
in the car.
Yeah, well, no, I already do that. Because as I previously mentioned, I don't fart in front of my partner.
Yeah.
Apart from that initial wee in the morning, and I can't help. I can't help that one.
A little pop one out there. Even that will have killed. Even that will have killed the vibe in your marriage. Just that one reliable pop.
Totally, but true story this morning.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
True story this morning.
Shit yourself.
I got up. I was up earlier for some reason. I just woke up, and when you when I wake up, that's it. And it was before the alarm went off.
Yeah.
So it was before 6:30.
You got an alarm?
Well, it's actually more for my wife.
My wife.
But I was aware that I went into the ensuite, and because it was quite dark, so I sat on the toilet to do my wheeze.
Yeah.
And I was also aware of the fact that my wife was awake. But I could feel one on the perimeter, right on the fringe.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You tried to sneak it out, did you?
if I go wheeze, she's coming out, and there was nothing I could do about it. And for about a minute, I did neither. I just sat there trying to balance it out.
Really?
Going, am I able to?
Don't you think you got to get on with your life at some point?
It's no way to live.
What about if I just do a little bit
It's
of
not the
wheeze?
right way to live. You're right, Pugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually what I do is we've got another toilet. That's where I do my tubes.
Yeah, but she gets to
'cause
do
I don't-
her tubes in that toilet, doesn't she?
Yes,
Yeah.
and so, but my morning wee is on our ensuite, and so it's a very precarious time in my life.
Sure.
So if you've had, say, for example, a dinner involving beans or too much dairy or something, are you just constantly going outside every sort of 20 minutes or so to let one out?
Correct.
And does your wife know that's what you're going outside to do? Because I feel like that
no.
would defeat the purpose of doing
No,
it.
because she is used to me pacing.
Right.
I don't I'm always walking around. Funnily enough, when I went to the family batch the other week, one of the things I bought was a massive pottle of bean salad.
Nice.
And my God,
Is that right?
seriously,
Lucky you were by yourself.
I was. It was an absolute travesty.
Yeah.
Could not, and I was just gurgling away there. But even in that scenario, I didn't do it in the batch. I'd go outside on the deck, even though there was no one there, and let rip.
I'm going through an experience at the moment. Normally, one of my greatest strengths as a human being is that my farts don't stink.
Same.
Wow.
But because of the consistent diet I'm running at the moment, they are absolutely heinous.
Yeah.
Absolutely rugged. And that hasn't happened for years. And my daughter is not enjoying it. But she's quite... she's quite...
You're not farting in her face like you did to the cat that time.
That was so funny. But she's quite... she doesn't know enough to know that it's against that it's not good.
Yes,
that it's a faux pas. That it's
against
what do you call it?
protocol.
Yeah, there's another word for it. It's not polite. It's impolite.
Yes.
So she sort of goes, poo. And last night I was putting her to bed and then I was trying to leave, and she's like, I'll see when you leave. I'll see if it still stinks in here. So does it still stink? Yeah. It still stinks. Yeah, it's heinous.
Yeah.
At the moment, but yeah, nearly there, fellas.
We're nearly there, boys.
Good on you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
I was talking to Brooke today about how impressive it is that whenever you actually put your mind to something that you commit to, I mean, we had that one thing with the darts, but all of your dieting and stuff like that, it's literally, there's no capacity for failure, and it's quite impressive. It is quite impressive.
Well, what I've got going at the moment is it's good because it's a competition. But I'm at my wit's end with this shit, Pugs, I tell you. Because I've been doing it all year. I've been doing some kind of...
Regime.
Yeah.
And normally I'll do it for 100 days or something, but it's been like 8 months this year. I'm fucking over it. And I'm not happy about not smoking, I can tell you that.
Yeah, no.
I've got this book.
No.
I'm reading this book, and apparently you get to the end of it, and you'll be like, oh, now I understand smoking. I am going to override that in my head, and I'm just going to go, I want to smoke some darts. Man.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it guts me because I don't want to die from it, and I don't want to lose out on any of my kids' life. But at the same time, man, can I just have some fucking ciggies?
Yeah.
Do you know, is it going to kill me, man? Is it going to kill me to have a few darts now and again?
It's like my granddad Bram. He smoked since he was 8 years old, right up until he was in his 90s. And they said to him, and he was a pretty robust. He wasn't tall, but he was a robust kind of character. And they said, in his 90s, Bram, you need to give up the cigarettes. And he went, all right. And so he did. You know what I mean? And I don't think it affected him that badly at all. But just on the gym front, I'm actually really enjoying the gym at the moment. But I'm not as... I go 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
So I'm not as regimented as you. But now I've reached that really good point with it where instead of going, I've got to go to the gym, I go, I'll go to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew I was hitting that point when I decided to go to the gym on the weekend.
Right.
Yes.
I've never, in any time I've been signed up to a gym, been fucked about going on the weekend.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And then it was Saturday morning. I was like, maybe I'll just go do that. That'll take up a couple of hours and I'll feel better for it.
That's exactly what I did on Sunday, actually.
Yeah.
I was sort of pottering around the house and I was like, feeling a bit angsty. And I don't usually go on a Sunday. And I went, actually, I'm just going to go to the gym. No one there. No one
Beautiful.
there. Just did an hour at the gym and I was all tickety-boo.
It's bloody good, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
And to your point, Pugs, it's because I consider it a mental test. So I consider it a failure if I say I'm going to do something and then I don't do it. I consider myself mentally weak. So there you go.
Hell yeah.
I like punishing myself.
The Mogi method.
It's good. And I'm 1 week away. I want to win this $500. $500 for first place, fellas. I'll take you out for a nice curry. $250 for second. $100 for third. And
It's pretty good. Money's a good motivator.
yeah, just winning's a good motivator. Yeah.
I don't care about either, to be honest.
Yeah.
Your Hauraki Big Show Keyzie word of the day is...
Smoking darts is cool. Maybe not that. What else is there? What are we talking about?
Farts,
Yeah,
gym.
good. There you go. Farts.
Farts.
Yeah.
Really?
You see it.
Yeah, farts.
Well, send farts with the other Keyzie words in at the end of the week to the Hauraki Big Show on Instagram. With your phone number there, you can win a prize on Monday. Follow us, Hoity J, Mr. Mike Minogue, Call Me Pugs. Don't follow Chris KNZ.
Thanks, mate.
Good on you.